Hello, my name is Angela Alec. I am an artist and I make giant flowers. I'm located in Overland Park, Kansas. And one of my subscriber, she asked me to make a fabric rose. So that's what you see right here. And it was my actually first experiment and I love how it turns. This flower is 22, 23 inches in diameter like this. Um, and I made some organza flowers, but I didn't make a video out of it, but maybe I will, but at this time, since one of my subscribers, she asked me to make a fabric rose, and I made it, and I will right now explain everything what you need and how I made it. So I went to a Joann store, fabric store, and I find this fabric and I really like the color, but I was shopping like for organza or silk, and but this is not organza, it's a satin, and it was kind of soft like this, and I was like, how I can make it work. So what I did, I decided to try, I just took a piece and I mix a Match Patch like this with water, soak the fabric, dried it, and it became like a paper, but it was jumped. So I iron it, and then I start cutting the petals. But I find that you can use a spray paint and just spray paint the fabric, but it's stinky and you need to do it outside or something, because I tried to do it inside. It in my house was stink like for a couple of days with this smell. But it works too. But I did old-fashioned way. I didn't film it because you don't want me to see doing laundry like your grandma did. So, but basically, what you need for, let's say, for 1 gallon of water, you need 2-3 tablespoons of glue. You mix it and it became like a milk. You soak the fabric on it, and then I just put it like a rope outside and dried it. So, and that's kind of preparation of a fabric. And I just find that you can do this way with any fabric you have around the house, just even old beddings, just to try when you learn, and it's kind of like a good way to start. So for one flower, 23 inches in diameter, it take almost 2 yards of 2 yards of fabric, and I have left 1.5 yard. So that's why today we will do little less petals, because I ran out of this fabric, but still it should work. I already pre-made some petals, and I have some that I will show you how. Okay, let's start it. So I use 3 sizes of petals. You can use 2 sizes actually, but I did 3 sizes. So the smallest one should be like this, and it's 7 inch to 7 inch. So I think you would be able to cut something like this. And see, this has a, I made like a flat bottom. Okay, next one I did 9 to 9 inches, and it's more like a drop shape. Basically what I did, I just cut the square and then just shape it like this. Okay, and the largest one, 12 to 12 inches. Again, it was a square. I just cut it, making a shape as a drop. Okay, alrighty. So I don't show how to make this, but if you are like a crafter, I believe it will be hard to you to make this templates. Okay, so sometimes I don't understand why people buying the templates. You can just take like old, you see, this is from my paintings. It's a kind of like, it's a paper, but it's not really cardboard. It's kind of bendable. I use whatever I find at home, and you can just try until you will make what you need, draw. Alrighty, we're done with the templates. Then we would need a wire covered with paper. If you remember, I even have a video how I make them. I made them myself because I never can I have bunch of them, but always, or I don't have a right color, or I don't have a right size or right thickness, so I just make them myself. It takes time, but when I have, when I don't want to, for example, I'm watching some movie or something and my hands working. I always do something. I never sit and watch TV or something like without doing anything. It's all my hands always in work. Okay, so that's what we need. And also, remember I told you I never throw away any piece of foam. I made a foam ball out of my cutoffs. Okay, and I glue this thicker wire. I took a thicker wire and I just stick it in there and glue it in there. So that's kind of would be a center. And that's what I do with my cutoffs. I make something that inside of a flower, but you can purchase foam ball, but I make them myself. I don't want to make a video how I do them because it's pretty dangerous because I use a heat gun. Hold on, I forgot to turn on my glue gun. Hold on. I will put on. I thought like I prepared everything that I don't have to run for things that I forgot to bring, but I forgot it again. Alrighty. So my hair today. I didn't do my hair today because if I will do my hair and all this stuff, I will change mine to do a video. Alrighty. So for I come just back to, so this is the center. Okay, so you can use foam ball and a stronger wire, or just to put 2 wires or 3 wires together, but it's better to use a stronger wire. I have all kind of them because it's my work, kind of, it's my business. And so, but if you don't have a stronger one, you can use just put the 2-3 of them together and stick it in there. Don't use a wooden one. It will get broken. It can get break. So wire is a must to have. Okay, so the smallest petal that I cut like this, so I don't wire them, if you see, and I left 6 like this, not shaped, just a straight, just I iron them, and I made 3 with the little curves. Let me just show you one, and I'll show you how to do it. Easy peasy. Okay, alrighty. So this 2 I left, I'll show you how to. And this ones I put a wire. I used a okay, so like this, smaller and larger. See, I shaped and I put a wire on the back, and I will show you all the process. How did I do that? And I shaped them like a petal. Okay, and I'll show you how. But let's start with center. Okay, so I will bend my camera right here. Bend it. Okay, hold on, let me just put on pause. Okay, here you go. You will see half of my head, but at least you will see what I'm doing. So we will start with making a center for the rose. Okay. Alrighty. So, as always, have a bunch of petals that I cut the petals, and I just will choose some that we would need to cover it. So let's do this ones. Okay, my glue gun is on. So I'm taking a few to cover this head. Okay. See, I don't even do anything. I just find my cut-offs and I will just use it here. Okay, let's say I'll put some, come on, I'll put some glue here like this, and some glue here. Okay, You know, you can use one more, but honestly, it's not a necessity at all. This one is just fine, okay? Because this will be not visible at all. So I just will glue so it won't be kind of standing around all the way. Okay. Just making it kind of more organized. There's no certain way. Just you need to cover a little bit top of it so kind of it will be covered. And it will be inside, and if it will be visible, just this part. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe even not. This is a handmade thing. So every flower I made, they're never the same. They're pretty similar, but they're never the same because it's not a machine making thing, you know. That's why handmade thing is unique. Okay. And just let's put this part kind of together. Somewhat like this. Okay. Okay, and I will just cut this extras. Okay, that's pretty good enough. So see, I just cover whatever. Just the only thing that I want, this top part would be kind of looking good. So we need some base to put kind of petals around. So now let me show you how to do petals. Okay. Okay, so first, no, you don't see me well. Okay, let me try to move it a little more. Here you go. Okay, so we're going to put some wire on the petals. So I'm taking the small one because this is small petal, and actually I can have just a half of it, you know. But anyway, okay. So I put one in the middle, but usually I leave here about, you know, 2 inches or something, or 1.5 inch. I order like a finger protectors, but they did not came yet. They did not arrive yet. So, and then very carefully, okay, one. And now this is a long one. I made long ones in purpose because sometimes I do big flowers, so I need a long one. If I don't need it, I can always cut them and use my cut-offs small wires for smaller flowers. So I'm cutting this in two, and then watch. I measure it first, and then I bend a little bit right here like this. And this one I straighten out because I bend it. Oh my god, my nails always look dirty, but it's paint actually. Okay, measure it and bend it. So that's how they will stay. Hopefully you see it. Okay, like this. Okay, always first measure how you want them to glue. Okay, and I will probably even do smaller, but that's fine. Okay, now I measure it, I place it where I want it to stay, and now I'm going to glue it here. Make sure you glue the beginning very well, and then you put glue and hold. If you have a finger protectors, very handy, but I hold with my hands because I used to. Okay, and then I will remove all these hairs. Okay, same with this one. Wait a little bit. Okay, wait a little bit. Okay, now we put it here and let it dry well, and we do this big one. Same thing. Same thing. I'm taking my longer one and glue it in the middle. Again, on the top, 2 inches or at least 1.5. Glue very well the top one. Hold it. You know, I'm just holding it a little bit, waiting when it's stick to the fabric. Okay. And to the bottom. Okay. Same thing with this part, but in this case I probably will use the whole thing. No, I can cut it. I will just choose my longest one. Yeah, and I can cut it in 2. And bend a little part right here. Measure and bend. Okay, so they will be like that. Okay, so they will hold this part, you know. Okay, so and let's glue it. Press a little bit. Okay, and we can do wrist and the bottom part. Okay, by the way, to make it less this glue hair going, I'll show you one trick. For example, you put the glue and then on the end you like wipe the rest, and then you will have less hair. It still will be some, but not as much as if you won't do that. See what I do? I put the glue and then on the end I just like wipe the nozzle. Okay, still there's some hair around. Okay, now this is dried. I will clean up with the extra hair. Okay, now this is how it looks like. And what we're going to do, we're going to put this 3 things, and we need to kind of put them together. Just I'm using masking tape or any tape you have. So it will be like this. Okay, and we do the same thing with this one. Let's remove this extra hair and put this together like this. There's 3 things together, 3 wires together, and oops, I use masking tape. It's just okay. It holds. Okay, like this. Okay, now, and see, after I glue the fabric, it's almost like a paper, you know, but still looking good. You know, now it's workable. So now what I need, how I shape, I'll show you how I shape. So you need a, hey, came out. Come on. Okay. Okay. So now from this from the face up, I'm going to slightly kind of warm up the fabric and bend, like gently like this with my hand. And the same thing here. And bend. You can do curves as you wish. You know, you can do big curves, you can do slight curves. Even I show you another trick how you can shape them. Just wait and let it dry. Same as almost like with the phone. Okay, so that's what happened. That's what happened. And now I am turning this around and putting my hand and band it. Oh, see right here, I didn't glue very well, or it came out, so I need to fix this part. Okay, didn't wait it enough. Okay, okay, let it dry, and let's do the same thing with this petal, with smaller petal. So on the face side, I just preheat the very end, very corner, right here, and bend, and bend, and same with this part, kind of making a rose petal shape. Okay, alrighty, like this. That's all. And now I'm turning, putting flat, and bending these wires like this, and then the end this way here. And then you always can kind of change how far you want it to stay, you know, how tall you want it to stay. Okay, and we can do the same thing with this one. I put flat, I bend it carefully like this, and like this. Here you go. Okay, alrighty, so now I have all my 9 inches. By the way, I didn't tell how many. So 6 9 inches, 6 9 inches, 6, yes, 6 9 inches I have, and 10 12 inches, 1 2 3 4 5, yes, 10 12 inches. Why I made a 6 of them? They're supposed to be 5 too, but 6, okay. And we need 9 of 7 inches, 6 flat one like this, and 3 shaped like this. That's what I prepared, but usually it can be different. But for example, I start making flower and I feel like, oh, I need more, let's say 9 inch, or 12 inch, so I can cut more if needed. But in this case, we will work with what we have, and we will try to make a nice flower. Okay, let's start it. So we start with this unshaped 7 inch petals. I have 6 of them, 1 2 3, and 1 2 3 here. Okay, so the first row, we just will be covering the top part like this. So basically you need to, God, I don't like how my camera stands, but just try to make sure this part is kind of like in the same line with your wire. Okay, and we're going to put a little bit of glue here and here and glue it like this. Okay, and now here on the back side, I just going to fix the back so it won't move. Okay, see, I just fold it, just to kind of have this cover like this. You can fold it your way, it's not the big deal right here. Just fold it and cover the back side. Basically, we need to worry about only this part. This part is not a big deal. Okay, so now I'm taking another one and going to glue like this, like a second. And again, I'm going to just worry about this part, and okay, just putting the way that I like how it looks. Always when you do, you just look, does it look good? If it's look good, then you're good to glue it. Make sure they're all in the same level, right? They're all in the same level right here. So I just put it like this, and I'm going to put some glue here and here, and just glue it. We're making a sort of like a center of a rose, conish shape. Okay, and then turn around and do the same thing. Just put some glue right here, secure it. Okay, and then not glued yet. The holding long enough, it's important, you know, so you want to make sure it's glued well. So now we do the same thing. I just, you know, folding like this to cover the rest. Okay, and just put glue here and there. You don't worry much about this part because it will be all covered, but still, you know, you want as perfect you do from the beginning, from the center. I'm always telling, the center is like a foundation to your future flower. If you will do it wrong and ugly, so, and then the rest you will be kind of like trying to fix this ugliness. But if you do good from the beginning, it's easy to work on the rest. Okay, so now third one, we do like in between. Like any flower, we glue petals in between and in between, but now we glue it a little like starting open it up, but here it should be on the same level. You need to make sure it's on the same level right here. You keep the level up. Okay, and then we glue it starting open it. Okay, and put a little bit of glue here and here. Okay, turn around, same thing. Holding, making sure it's glued, and just folding extras. So for this part, we will use all this 9, okay? All this 9 without, that's without the wire, okay? And then we go like overlapping, again, making sure it's on the same level, and we start open it up, kind of like rose start opening, again, here and here. I'm showing you the most of the process to build a flower. You know, I don't show the thing that is like where I cut the petals, and it's a long process. But as I said, if you are a crafter, I don't think it would be hard for you to make a templates and pre-cut the petals. You know, because I don't know, maybe I think so, but you know, sorry for saying that, but if you cannot make a template and cut the petals, so this part would be impossible for you. Even you see on a picture and it looks kind of easy, but it's not easy. You know, flower making, it seems like easy, but it's not easy. It's a long process. It's a lot of work behind the scene. This is basically kind of the part that is you build a flower, but before you start building it, there's a lot of work that's kind of behind it. Not pretty work. As I said, like I didn't show you how I did like laundry your grandma way. But it really helps. I like, because you know, I like how it feels, and you know, I just find that you can do the same way, or actually you can even try cornstarch. That's what our grandma used for beddings, right? The cornstarch, they mix it, and they rinse the bedding, so they will be like a straight, you know, and nice. But I don't recommend to use the cornstarch for colored you know, because it will give some sort of like a fadings or some. But white, for white and lighter colors, you definitely can use cornstarch. Uh, and the Mod Podge you can use for any color. Okay. Okay. So again, overlapping and doing the next part, and just keep going round and round until the last petal. That's what we're going to do. You can skip it, you can listen to me, because I never know what else I will say. What another information I will give. You know, it's just my videos, I don't prepare it for them. The only thing I do is just I bringing my table and my phone here because it's a better lighting here. My studio is actually, who knows me, in my garage. Of course I do have a lighting there, but it doesn't has a daylight, and for videos it kind of doesn't work very well. So, but I have a good lightnings in there for work, but not for a video. For video it doesn't work well. Kind of videos look dark, you know, very dark. So I'm keep opening up. See, I just making it open and open, and I just go rounds and rounds. Okay, I open it up a little more, and I put same thing, drop of glue on the sides to fix the way I want it to stay. Okay, and trying to make same level here, but this one's getting a little bit upper, just a maybe like a 110 millimeters upper. Okay, just fixing this part so it will look nice on the back too. I'm showing you the way I learn myself, you know. I did from my experience. And I believe there's a many ways to do flowers. Maybe for you would be some different way to make flower. But you know, I noticed that very many videos, they show that you can see they are showing you the way that you want. It's not quite useful, you know, because when I looking for these videos, I can tell that it's something is missing there because I make flowers. But it comes with experience. Maybe I'm missing something too, because I think it's like, oh, it's okay, but it's not okay for you. That's why I'm telling, you know, just message me. And also another important thing, I don't receive notification when you put like, you know, when you put something under my videos, but you still do, because I will check it. I will check it. Maybe what I want to say, I might be not responding immediately, but I will for sure. So now we're taking this one that we already kind of shape a little bit, you know, and put the next one here, slightly upper than the center, you know, just as I said, maybe 10 millimeters or so. Okay, and it's like start becoming a rose. Okay, and I go rounds and rounds, as I said, we just go around as of right now with these petals. Okay, see, it's kind of already pretty. It's like a rosebud. Okay, fixing here, it's important. Making it back nice. Okay, and the last, oh, we have two more. Okay, so measure that they are in the same level, you know, this line. Okay, next one. Everything comes with experience, you know. If you see my first flowers I made, they were ugly. Now I feel like they were ugly, but those time I was so excited I made it, you know. And I actually start making a paper flowers, and then I thought like, well, these are like from tissue paper and from uh, you know, even from the newspapers, whatever I found around me. But I found that they are very kind of short term use. You know, they are just you know, you put so much work to make this flower, and then you use it once, and then it's trash. You know, basically you cannot store it because they will get jumped and wrinkled, and you know, all this thing. So they are not for a long time use. And I start thinking like how I can make a flower that will last for long, and I come up with a foam. And so kind of since then I start making foam flowers, and I like that they last for long. See this flowers behind me, it's a foam, but see how beautiful they are. And this is still in, you know, it's not completely done, but I have enough flowers for it will go for a bridal shower. So I'm preparing, and I have more flowers over there in the boxes, so this wall will be covered with flowers. But actually I'm not covering it, I just make it, and then you know, I actually need to pack it for because they will come to pick it up in on April. But I'm still preparing to make sure it's all good, and flowers all look good and stuff and such. Okay, so our last small petal. See how it's turning beautiful? And I love this color. You know, I bought this fabric, and I thought like, well, it's such a beautiful color. I want to try to make a flower of it, and it happened. Okay, I'm kind of start opening up. So basically what I do, I glue it kind of like on an angle right here. So attaching to the base, and kind of like building an angle right here. So now I'm going to fix here and here the way I want it to stay, like this. Okay, and now glue the back nicely. If you remember, if you're watching my videos, you know, even this part will not be visible. I'm still making it pretty because, you know, just I'm perfectionist. I want everything perfect, good quality, and even this part is not visible. I'm still trying to build it nice. Okay, there you go. So all the petals here, and then now we're going to start to add petals, 9-inch one. So that was the last petal we put here. So you just say like, this is the last one, and we just put on right here like that. Oops, it's moved, but that's okay. So like a next petal will go like this. And what I would do, I would secure the first one. So I want it to stay where I want it to stay. Okay, so one, and then we go next one, like in between, like this. The next one, again, I secure it because it's a center, and it's important that they will stay the way you want it. And number 3, okay, like this. And these are on wire, so later we can kind of open them up more or close them. It will be like up to you, but the thing that they stay right where they're supposed to, it's important. So that's why I kind of secure every petal. So, and now I can measure it, so make sure they are standing 3 on each side. So now I am going to add in between, and I will secure each petal again. So like this, in between, and secure it. Okay. Okay, next one, same thing, in between, and secure. It will help you to in the future that you won't be worried that they are not standing where they're supposed to. In between, And the last one, we put that like in between these two. There you go. Basically, this is if you do like a smaller size of the rose. See, it's already like a small size of the rose. Okay. What, it's about like 12-inch, something like this. Some people even make like this rose and sell, you know, and it's about what, about 12-15 inches. It depends on how you open it. If you put it upper, it will be smaller. If you put, you know, more flattened up, they will look bigger. But I like flowers full. So basically this is kind of like already could be a rose, right? But we're going to, but for me it's not the end. So now this, for me, it's a center. If you're watching my videos, you know, like I like big flowers. I don't really like small flowers, even though I plan to make a brooches. You know, do you know that I have this all cut offs? I save them and I will make a smaller flowers and make a brooches. See, I just wrap it just to make my work easier. And so now we're going to put this big ones. So basically we have 10 of them. So we just separate 5 and 5. And I'm going to attach, this one was 3 and 3, and now we're going to attach 5 and 5. So basically we will be overlapping really bad. So, and now what I'm going to do is, so I do like in between, but I'm going to put some glue here. And I probably will add 1, 2. See, like this, I just overlap, and overlap. 2 and 3. Why I put, see, it doesn't hold, so probably I would need to add a masking tape. I don't want it to use too much masking tape, so it's getting like a too thick right here where the stem, but looks like I have to. Okay, the big ones, it's hard to, they are hard to hold, but it's possible. Honestly, my hands hurts. Okay, next, like a little overlap like this. Okay, third one. Whew. They moving. Okay. Looks like I need to overlap a little more. Because I want to fit 5. I like when it's a 5. I don't like when it's a 4 petals. I like, because when you do 4 petals, your rose look like a square. I like to use 5 petals, so it's more roundish, and I like how it looks with the 5 petals. It's a little hard to do it, but it's doable. What is easy to do? Nothing. Easy to spend money. Okay, and the last one, number 5. Okay, again, you don't see what I'm doing. Basically, I hold it, and I just secure it with a masking tape like this. Hope you see what I'm doing. I need someone who will do videos for me, or at least setups. Okay, so now I just can put it around and just fix them so they all will be in the same position, kind of like even spread evenly. Right now I can do it, you know, so I just going to just to make sure to spread them evenly. That's what because I did not secure right here really tight, I can do it right now. So I just put them evenly like this. You just watch, you know, so you watch, so you can, you watch, so you put evenly. Now I'm taking one of my wire, and now I'm going to really tight it so they will stay on the places. Okay, and more. One way and do another way. Okay. Okay. Now they will stay where you put them. Okay. Even still, you can move them, but they kind of secured right now. But you can move them up and down. But that would be kind of after. So now let's put the rest one. I will stand up because it's not very convenient to me to work sitting. So, but hopefully you will see what I'm doing. Okay, that should be this way. Again, making sure they are level up. Okay, now I'm going to add each petal in between. Like this. Okay, so in between, I'm adding one more. Okay, and with the mackin tape. Secure them. Next one, in between these two, okay. Next one. And the last one. Okay. Oh, it's not even fits to my camera, but again, so now I'm looking, so they are all evenly placed. Okay, in between. Okay, I moved it a little bit. Okay. Ah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, like this. This is important part, you know, so you need to make sure they all in the right position before you secure them completely. What I'm doing, this one in between. I feel like I have extra petal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so they going overlapping each other and overlapping each other. Okay, so and now taking another wire and secure them again. Okay, and now on top of it again masking tape, so just to make them look nice. But I did not prepare the sleeves right here because I'm going to make one more of this rose, and then I will actually I would need to buy a green fabric similar to this for leaves and for a bottom side. Okay. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm just covering this kind of stem part around with the masking tape, but then it will be covered with green. I will cover it with a green fabric or maybe with something else. Probably it will be fabric to make it you know, nice right here. And I'm going to add a green petals here, but I don't have a fabric right now. But basically, oh god, okay, let's move my camera on. So that's what happened. This is another rose, and now you can just play around. Let's put it on my magic pedestal. Hopefully you will be able to see it. Kind of, sort of, oops, sort of. Now I put on my pedestal, and now I can kind of play with how I want my petals stay. You know, I can bend them a little bit, you know, move them a little bit. Okay, until I like how they look. Okay, but I like how they look already. But when I add this greeneries right here, they will be even better. Okay, so even I want to give more curves, I can preheat and give a little more curves. Okay, let me just put my camera a little bit farther that you will see better the whole thing. Probably like this. Yeah? Okay. Okay, and what I do, just preheat and give a little more curves if I want to. You know, it's just completely up to you. But I like lots of curves on my flowers. If you notice, all my flowers are curvy. And also, if I see that there's some petals kind of not where they're supposed to, that's the time when you you know, fix this thing, because it was hard to fix to me when I was, you know, when it was upside down. So, but basically, I like how it looks now, and so now I can show you. Ta-da! See how fluffy? how large it is. And this one turned at, I think, even like 24 inches, you know. It happens. But you know, if, for example, if somebody order from me like 20 inches, and when I make it, it turns like 22, you know, I don't mind. I still sell it as a like 22 inches because they are all, petals are all the same. Just it depends how you put them together. This rose has slightly less petals than this one. So you can tell. See, it's more like a flattish, but it always can be fixed just moving these petals a little bit, you know, around. But still beautiful, you know, still beautiful. What do you think? Okay, thank you for watching. I know my video is long, but if you want to learn it, there's no other way to learn it, because if you skip it or you watch like a fast move, yes, if you're a professional, you might catch some things. But if you're learning, you better listen everything, you know, and watch it slowly and just relax, be patient, and watch it, you know. And so don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just a finger move, and for me it's a motivation to make more videos, because it's not my best thing to do. So but I still have to I still want to share with my knowledge, with my experience, and you know, hopefully for some of you my videos helps to learn something else. And what yeah, tell me what else you want to learn how to make. My next project is I'm going to make a giant lilies, and I plan to make a video of making a fabric giant lilies. And also I'm going to make them with the satin fabric. I already pre-glued them and make them ready. And I definitely will share with you. And also I remember I still have on my bucket list, on my to-do list, to make a video of the brooches. I make some, but you know, I still kind of like keeping this cut offs for a smaller flower and for the brooches. Okie dokie. So this is a flower, and it's sit on a stem like this, and it will be I will add some greeneries here, and ta-da. Alrighty, thank you for watching. Bye bye.